this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and this is the Project 2 from Hey Handsome, the scrapbook workshop kit from Close to My Heart, and it is the special for this May. Perfect timing for some Father's Day pictures coming up, or birthdays, or whatever. So here we go. These are the instructions, and I've already got the pieces all picked out that I cut from off camera. And these two background pages are exclusive to this kit. You won't find these particular papers anywhere other than this kit. So they are going to be the background, and I will tell you that on the instructions, the lines go vertical, and I happen to do mine horizontal. I'm not saying that there was a purpose to it, but excuse me, be that as it may. Mine are going horizontal. So you can put yours vertical or horizontal. It's completely up to you. So these are all the strips and the backgrounds for the photos. I love those stars. That just looks, I tell you, that looks so Texas. It's not even funny. So I've got the, that's the second page there. And so I'm just kind of checking to see. I have some extra pieces and I'm not sure where they go. I think they go to the Project 3, to tell you the truth, and they got mixed up with Project 2. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these pieces down. So I like this border on the left-hand side, using these vintage advertisement look paper, so kind of fun. And this is a strip from our background and texture papers. That just means they have a print on them. Both sides, the stripes are on one side and the nice dark tweed is on the other. So that's going to be the next one. Each gets butted up to the paper before. So I'll go ahead and put that one down, that black and white zip strip. So the zip strip, once again, is it's the 1/2 inch piece that's added to the 12 by 12 paper. So you can tell it's a zip strip because it's got printing on the back side. And I am overlapping the zip strip onto that black tweed or charcoal, whichever. So these little strips, this little zip strip is going to, excuse me, I'm still working on a cough. It's going to get butted up to the tweed. I think that's a tweed. And then these nice backgrounds. Isn't that a great background for a picture? Just not too busy, you know, add some depth, add some texture. So I'm going to go ahead. I didn't pull out my photo paper placeholders. So I'm going to pull those out just so you get an idea of what this looks like. That's for a 4x4 print. So it was cut like 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So here's my 4x4. Silly girl. That was a 3x4. So here's the 4x4. So it's just getting about 1/8 of an inch all around because it was cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So you center it with a 4x4 and you get about 1/8 of an inch all around. And it's kind of nice to have the placeholders so that when you go to get pictures to put on the paper, then it's, you know exactly how to crop your picture. So we were supposed to be going out to East Texas this weekend to do a whole bunch of work. And I was going to make sure and take a bunch of pictures because it's going to be father and son stuff. But I don't know, we've got all this rain and crazy tornado watches and anyway, you know, May is the rainiest month in Texas. So in Texas, you learn you can't turn down rain. You got to be happy for it. At least in this part of Texas. Most parts of Texas, believe me. So there's a little bit of an overlap on these pictures. And so I didn't put any Tombow in that overlapping area so that the picture underneath can slip under easily. Now look at this. See these circles that get popped out? So I'm going ahead and popping out project 2, and I'm working on project 2, but I'm also going to pop out the others, because this carrier sheet for the circles is actually a background, part of a background for project 3. So I'm just popping out the project 3 circles. So see, that's the background, so you can see it goes to project 3, but this, we're going to be using this. We're going to cut it so that there's a piece that's 3 circles and a piece that's 6 circles for project 3. So they used to put the project numbers on the front, but they're not putting them on the back, which is kind of good, because then you've got which project all the little pieces go to. Now I tell you, there's something, see those that black tab with the star in it? I'll be wondering where that is for a long time, because I didn't pay attention when I was popping those out. You'll see. So I've got these circles, but this is actually the smaller circle, which I didn't realize when I initially was putting it down. And I was kind of wondering why it didn't really fill up the same space. So see, it doesn't look like the instructions. The instructions almost fill up that empty rectangle there. But I learn, takes me a while. I usually make mistakes, because I'm so happy at starting to get this other project going. And then I find, well, this is a little tag that we're going to be using, and that's going to go on that burnt orange circle. So I'm going to take my anti-static pouch, and guess who got their nails done today? Yay, finally. My nails were getting so overgrown. It's embarrassing. So I'm using the anti-static pouch. It's got a little powder in it, so you put the powder on the stickum, and so it's not sticky anymore. So that's how you take care of that. Then you've got, you can once again slide the picture underneath that little tab. So I'm looking at the sticker sheet, and I see a great big circle. I'm still trying to figure out, why can't I find, see, I'm looking for, on the sticker sheet, I'm looking for the little square that has a star in it, a black star. I'm looking and looking. It's not that, although, whoops, there's a circle. Look at this. And that's a bigger circle. And look, that's where that goes. Oop. Pardon me. So I kind of hold on to that circle and put the bigger circle where it's supposed to be. Little tucked, little overlapping, right in there. Set that guy aside. I apologize. I'm still trying to get rid of my cough. Now, I'm still missing the Molten Copper paint. It's a Spectrum Noir paint. What is it called? A paint marker. And so some of these little stars, so that outline star has a star that you pop out, or sometimes you just leave it there. And then you color that with that Molten Copper Spectrum Noir paint marker. So I don't have it yet. Waiting to get it. But some of the internal stars are supposed to get painted with that Molten Copper. I did find, and I'll show you after a while, I did find a Spectrum Noir burnished copper marker. And so it's still copper, but I think it's not as opaque. It's not as opaque as the paint marker that I'm waiting for. So, and here we go. See, here's like father, like son. So I was really planning on taking a whole bunch of pictures, but it's going to be hard to do a lot of the work because it's going to be supposedly pouring out for the whole weekend, Mother's Day weekend too. Hey. Okay, so I've got all sorts of really cute stickers here, and I'm just trying to figure out where they go. But I do like the stars. There's lots and lots of stars on this sticker sheet, so you just have to look for them. And sometimes later on Project 3, I go looking for a white arrow, and I cannot find it. Well, it's it's white, a white arrow on a white background of the sticker sheet, and I eventually find it, but boy, I had to do some serious looking to find it. So I've got all these little things that still popping more stars down at the bottom. And if you look at the instructions, I'm putting stars down at the bottom where that tag is. I've got the white powder all over the place. Once again, that's not my first encounter with getting the anti-static powder all over. So, such cute stickers for this. I actually got 2 packages of paper and stickers because I know that I'm going to be using this for more pictures with Jim and Philip. So I'll show you the finished product in a little while. I needed to move my camera further up, didn't I? Okay, so here we go for number 2. And see, I'm getting ready to put it vertical, but I need to keep it horizontal because the first page is horizontal. So it, just pay better attention than I do. And all the borders are going on the opposite side on the second page. So you're going to go take the border all the way to the very bottom and right to the very, very edge of the background paper. And then we've got the striped that's going to go there. And it's top to bottom. I do like this stripe, I have to tell you. I like that what is it paprika? I think it's paprika. I do like that color. Texans would call that burnt orange just because it's a UT color. So we've got the stripes, and then we've got the zip strip, and then I'm calling them the Texas stars, are going to go. Boy, I picked out really bright nail polish, didn't I? Last month it was really pale, very subtle. This month it's something different. Okay, so this gets a big background, and we're going to do the that nice black tweed is going to be showing. So it's going to show off the pictures really nicely. And it gets butted right up to the edge and to the top of the star zip strip. And that is going to go on top of that one tag. But I think I need to put the pictures in first. So, and there I get to use my smaller black circle. So we've got a 4x4 and a 4x4 and a 3x4. So I'm just going to do a little bit of measuring. And it's about a ½ an inch down from I'm just counting the lines. So it's about a ½ inch down from the top of the black tweed. So I decided to put the 4x4 in first. And then the 3x4. And they're getting about 1/4 of an inch in between. And then the other 4x4. And it's getting about 1/8 of an inch in between. There we go. I'm just trying to gather up all the little pieces that I need for all the stars and what have you. And look, I turn it over and lo and behold, there's the little black star, the black background with the white star. So look at how good that looks on that black and white tweed. You know, I have to say, you know, I usually just, with these kits, you know, the designs that Close to My Heart comes up with, they're really, really good designs. And I hesitate to deter from them too much. I mean, you can totally make your own thing. You can totally do that. But I think their designs are so nice that I really like to do them pretty much as they are. I might add a little something here and there, but they're really good designs. And I have to tell you, I'm not a designer. I'm not an artist. You know, that's why I like these kits, is because I can follow the instructions. I'd do much better if I'd read the instructions first. But you follow the instructions and you end up with something that you really like. So that's my story. I'm not a chef, but you know what? I can cook, because I follow recipes about the way I follow instructions here. I'm just saying, I change things, and you know, I do it a little this way or do it that way. But you know, I can cook, but I like to, you know, follow a recipe and have a go by. At least it's a good place to start. So I don't really like those. I like the way it looks. In the instructions, they have that striped piece raised up from the paprika background. And it looks better that way than it does side by side, like lined up. So I'm going to cut the top off later on. So I'm just putting some liquid glue so that it sticks really, it makes for a really, it's not going to go anyplace. And then I've got a little star going here and there. Pardon me. I meant to go get some cough medicine. I forgot to. It's going to be a long night. Okay, so we've got our little kind of like college pennant there, and cute little top hat. How did they come up with a top hat? Who knows, but look at how cute that looks. And I love the camera. And they've got all these little words that, you know, and you can use the words that you want to. Dignified doesn't fit with either my son or my husband. Just saying. Wise, yeah, there's some wisdom. They both have some wisdom, for sure. And once again, we've got those stars. So, and this gets one of the big stars down here that's got the outline and the internal star. So that's going to go right there. And then there's another these little teensy stars are like all over the place. So I have some more stars going over here. And see in the instructions, like this big star, so that's going to get painted. So that's, you can kind of see that there's an outline and then an inner star. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on each of the stars. Oh my goodness, more stars. They just did such a little, I mean, it's amazing to me how it doesn't take a whole lot, but it adds some real interest to the whole layout. So I think it's very cool. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but they are. The people that design these are artists for sure. So I just appreciate their work, and I'm glad to try to follow their instructions, even if I'm not very good at following instructions. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm lining up my papers here to get one big shot in view. Come on, everybody move over. What I'm doing is I'm looking up and I'm seeing that there's a marker up here, and I must have found it somehow. Anyway, so this is the copper marker I was telling you about. This is just the Spectrum Noir burnished copper, I think it is. It's not the Molten paint marker. So this is the idea. I think that the paint one is going to stick out a lot more than this one. But in the meantime, you're getting an idea of what it looks like with the inside of the star painted. So it's real easy to do it with the marker. And I just, I probably had this thing for years. And came across it, and so I brought it in with me and forgot that I did. So here we go. But see, it just adds a little something. Is that cool? I mean, it's kind of fun that you can paint the acrylic with the marker. I shouldn't get so amazed at things, but so there we go. I just wanted you to get an idea. It's not exactly what it's going to look like, but it's yeah, that's the part I wanted to cut off. So a cute layout, right? So I really like this. I love all the colors, and the colors are perfect for my guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and let me know what you think. I like this. I'm looking forward to getting some pictures to go on my pages. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.